Brothers and sisters, take a nice deep breath in with me. This is going to be a very interesting video. I have the solution for our horrific and most ridiculous, not up to date, way behind justice system. Our justice system does not work. In case you haven't noticed, let's take a nice deep breath in. Hold the pressure on your lungs and release all that negative energy. And I am going to explain thoroughly what we can do to make the justice system better, and why it has failed. We the people, for so long, we have been failed by the justice system. For example, let's say you go to jail for a simple misdemeanor. You did some time, you did 1 to 2 or to maybe 3 days, but you still have a court date to show up, right? Yeah, that's bullshit. So let me go a little further into this. So if you have no fingers being pointed back at me, not today, not tomorrow, there's something called a victimless crime. Okay? A victimless crime. There's no victims. The only victim is potentially you, and then you become a victim in the system. So so it's not just a victimless crime. You become the part of the victim in a victimless crime, right? That doesn't make any sense. So you're seeing people go haywire right now. It's because this has not been working for an awfully long time. Now, a lot of people are wondering, why don't people want to work? Well, people can't work because they have felonies for victimless crimes on their record, so they can't find a job. So how do you expect a nation of people to work, family first and foremost, if they have a scrub on their record, and with that little scrub and scratch on their record, they can't find a job? That's pathetic. Our justice system needs to be changed immediately. I'm not talking about tomorrow, I'm talking about today. This shit needs to be changed. This is serious, man. People are circulated in and out of prisons on a daily basis. The second they get out of prison, they don't know what to do, so they resort to crime because they were never rehabilitated. People need rehabilitation, and I'm going to give you the perfect example. I met this man one time. I went to a mental hospital because I said something that had nothing to do with anything, but whatever. I'm just gonna spit this one out. I was put in there for no good reason. They can do that here in Florida. They can say you did something, and anyways, nonetheless, I speak to this man who got caught up with some sort of a drug. I don't remember what the drug is. It doesn't matter. And the officer said to him, and this was, I'll say it, he was a black man, nonetheless a man, but the officer said to him, and this makes sense to me, would you rather go be Baker acted, or would you rather go to jail? Dude, a Baker Act is a 3-day hold, okay? Yet, this man with the victimless crime, he was a good guy. I actually talked to him. We spoke for a little bit. He was a real good guy. But in this victimless crime circumstance, had he been taken to court, okay, and I don't know if he had a prior record, not my business, but I remember him very well. And he told me that he had a choice, and he chose to be Baker active for 72 hours to get his mind straightened out because he had drugs of some sort. My point is this. Now he doesn't have anything on his record. He can still get a job. And that's how serious this is. That's how serious of a problem we have in America. And our justice system makes people racist. And dude, I know people who have been nothing less than how do I say, trafficked through the system. Trafficked. That's what happens. You get trafficked through the system. I've seen it. A woman get trafficked through the system. Human trafficking. It's all up and down Florida. It's all because the justice system is that disgusting. That's the reason people are choosing not to work in jails. My point is this. How are you going to have an economy, which obviously our economy is going downhill real quick. How are you going to have an economy when you don't have any justice reform, criminal justice reform, and you're not rehabilitating people? You are putting them in the justice system, making them worse, profiling them, not by the content of their character, but by the color of their skin. They get profiled, and then they get taken into jail. How does that look on the government? I want alternatives, and being the leader of America, and I feel that I am the leader of America, I know ways to help these people. These individuals need help. As opposed to being locked up and then recycled in and out. That's what it is. It's a recycling system. It's nothing more than nothing less than putting people in dungeons. Like, it's bad. It's bad. Really bad. It's gotten so corrupt, gotten so disgusting. There's other ways around this. It's time to start talking about it. One love, peace be with you, also with you.